Alright, so you guys were summoned by the great tree spirit,
Bob.
Teresa. And you guys need to roll a 1d6 to find out what type of demon you are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoever rolled a 5 is a pygmy. Your stats are, you have 2 for clever. Fierce is 0. Sly of 3. And quickness of 2. And Dan, you are a winged demon. Clever of 0. Fierce of 2. Sly of 1.
Winged demon. Wait. Clever 0. Fierce 2.
Sly 1. And quickness of 3.
1. Okay.
And both you roll a d10 to find out what you specialize in. So Dan, you like to just eat, which is your stat for that is fierce.
Okay.
And then Ed, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you like to start fire, which is also fierce. Those are your 2, or that's your specialty. Would you guys like to do 2 specialties since it's just 2 of you?
Sure, we can do that.
Then roll another d10 and see what happens.
Got another 2.
You really like to eat.
Oh yeah.
So this counts humanoid creatures. So
I'm sorry, what?
You got like serrated teeth, so you can eat humanoid creatures.
Alright.
And
the thing is, I got another 2. What happens?
Well, instead of eating just food, like a gluttony demon, you now feast on flesh.
Okay.
So you can eat food and humanoid and animal. A demon that you open up your mouth and you could swallow like a whole pig. You could swallow a child in one bite.
I'll just fly down and then numb. Then just leave.
Unless you want to change it, where you can just roll another one.
I'm fine with that.
And Ed, you're very greedy, which is a quick stat.
But what is with me and these things and starting fire?
Starting fires and you want stuff. Isn't your skeleton was like that too? That's how you ended up with the child's doll.
Yes. And setting the whole village ablaze.
Yeah, that was your plan. So you get told by the spirit the fort is occupied by orcs that are weaponized. They're not very smart, but they are being controlled by a baron that lives in another city-state. And your overall goal is to destroy the fort and save the forest, basically. So those with the fire ability,
Set it on fire.
Need controlled fire, not a set it ablaze.
Do we know how our demons look like? I mean, I suppose mine is winged, since I'm a winged demon.
The way I see the winged demon is, have you ever seen the cartoon Gargoyles?
Sure.
Ah, okay.
That's how I see yours as.
Oh.
And Ed, a pygmy demon. I mean, have you played Overlord?
No.
It's a game of Overlord that has a bunch of little demons that follow him around, and it's like an imp. Most movies that have like little imps that run around.
Okay.
So on a human, you're about knee height. You're basically a 1-year-old in size.
Screws.
What'd you just say to me?
Screws.
Oh, screws. Those are nails.
No.
And so the tree tells you the fort is up the river, and then you can see a path that leads to it.
Alright, if I see anything that moves around me, I pick it up and I eat it. Like beetle on the floor, I eat it. Gross carcass on the road, I eat it.
Dead raccoon. Hey, you gonna eat that or?
Oh, I will eat it.
Speaking of that, so you're looking at the tree, and you can tell that the tree has like little furry friends that hang out on him.
Daddy, mommy, daddy.
I want to sneakily try to just like grab a squirrel or something down at the roots.
So it's a raccoon. I don't know if you see it at its feet. Actually, can you see it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna swallow it.
So you have to roll a d10, and then you add your stat to it.
My fierce.
You're trying to be sneaky, right?
Yeah.
So you'd roll sly. So d10 plus 1. And then you need to beat... I guess she summoned you, so she wouldn't think you would attack. So I would say a 6. You would have to beat a 6 roll.
Yeah, that's an 11.
So so what happens?
I grab it and I quickly eat it. Hopefully before anyone sees anything.
Do you chew
Like
it all,
if the
or
tree
do you
is quickly
swallow it
distracted,
whole?
I just swallow it.
Ed, are you watching him?
Probably. Just probably going to giggle about it.
Well, the tree didn't see it. You grabbed a hold of this raccoon. You stick it in your mouth. Like you looked like you were gonna pet it, and then all of a sudden it went down the gullet. Gone. But when you look at Dan, you can see his stomach's like it's like wiggling around. Like you can see the plump of where the raccoon's at in the stomach, and you see it like wiggling. Like in cartoons, like when someone eats someone,
Yes.
it's like the outline.
I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't notice.
Tree looks
Like-
over at you and is like
Like,
doesn't even notice. Like, huh? You got fat all of a sudden.
Silly demon.
Because if I roll, I shouldn't. It's kind of hard to roll with no stats. Yeah, see, I don't even see it. I just noticed that you're plump. Like how we're already starting out with a bang. Now I have to change a little bit of the campaign.
because I ate a raccoon. Or what?
You ate You ate one of the creatures.
I didn't know if the creatures were important or anything. Or
No, it's fine. It like I said earlier, like it makes things interesting.
okay.
Kind of like when we did the skeletons and they caught the fort on fire. That's not what it was supposed to happen, but it did. And everyone died. Only thing that survived was a cow. That's still there.
Was it the cow or was
Yeah.
it the horse?
It was the cows. It was two.
Oh, that's right. The cows that killed the last people for.
They convinced a bunch of cows to stampede a town.
Well, there were skeletons or what?
Yeah, there were skeletons. The cows weren't. The cows were normal cows that were in a barn that they released and put back in the barn. Now it's their pets. That's gonna be fun when
Okay,
you guys
that's.
get to all these areas. All right, so
But,
what are you guys gonna do now? So the water that you're
What-
in, only. So Ed, it would probably go up to your chest. So with a human walking, it would go up to their shin.
I
This-
imagine that I could probably just grab him and fly.
Yeah, you could.
I could also eat him.
I'll start a fire.
Oh,
Ha.
that or you might find some gold or something in his stomach too.
Ooh, shiny.
It could be a bad day. He could start taking your bones out on the inside.
I could also just carry him in my mouth and then just.
So, what is your guys' plan? Because if you try carrying him, it is dangerous. The risk of dropping him.
Which way do we need to go? I don't even know which way upriver is.
North. On the map, it's up. So what's nice about the pygmy, he's light. But fierce, he's got a fierce of 2. So if you were going to pick him up, you need to at least roll an 8 or higher.
to pick him up.
Yep, without dropping him.
Sure, I'll try that. Just not enough.
So you go to reach down to try to, grab him by his shoulders to pick him up and go. You miss him and you crunch your feet together and you stab yourself in the feet. Like your claws.
So,
So you didn't get him, but you were able to.
Mommy, mommy, daddy.
You're flying. Ed, you see him he whiffs. He just kind of goes, ow, like he stabbed himself. So, Dan, you have 1 point of danger.
ow.
Okay, I'll probably start walking along the river upriver because we're supposed to go up.
Yep.
I'll just fly the direction.
Wow, the lighting's really weird on.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with all the trees. I'm going to move you.
Alright.
So you guys went up the river a little bit. So as you're going down the river, you can see that basically this woods covers all the way to the edge. Like only thing you can see is like little beady eyes, and then you can notice that there's elementals. Like there's a fire elemental walking along the shoreline. Like he's running away from the fort. And then eventually you get to a path leading to, you would think, the village. Or the fort.
This is thing right here.
Yeah, the light brown that blends in with the green. I should probably change that. And then when you're looking around, you could see, like, there's trees cut down. There's basically barricades for a fort starting to be built, like they're going to expand. Basically, it's like a giant construction yard as you go through.
From above, can I see anyone around?
So if you're flying, how far would you say you'd fly out?
I'm thinking like, just gotta figure out what it is in feet. Because I use another system. About like 100 feet in the air.
So I'm gonna roll. If you're flying up, I'm gonna roll a D100. High or low if they see you. For you to be stealthy.
High.
So for you to be stealthy, you have to be low, right?
Yeah.
They see you floating around. They're not alerted. They look up because they're in a enchanted forest. Here, go ahead and look at the whole fort. Since you are flying around, I'll just put you in the middle so you can see it all. What is going on here? I must have put dynamic lighting inside the buildings. So you could see that there's a bunch of little buildings and a bunch of orcs walking around.
How big is my demon?
How big are you? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, how big I am.
I would say, because he goes up to knee height. So you are probably 4 foot.
Okay, so I'm also quite small.
Yeah, he's about half the size of you.
Okay. So I'm about the size of a dwarf.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can see that there's a bunch of orcs, wood cutting implements, and you're flying around, and you notice that you can only. It looks like weaponized orcs.
I'll fly down. I see a bunch of orcs. Appears to only have weapons and wood cutting implements.
Eddie's talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
I just told you that I saw some weaponized orcs. They had also had some wood cutting tools.
Well, sounds like we're in the right place.
So when you look, since you guys are on the ground, this fort is probably 9-foot walls all the way around, and there's no gate. The gate is like the door is like it was pushed in and it's laying on the ground right here.
Okay.
And then when you flew over, you noticed that this building right here that I'm highlighting, like these two buildings, are fancier than the rest of the little huts.
So the brown squares are buildings. Got it.
Well, they're all buildings, but these middle ones are made out of like actual wood that are decoratively carved and.
I really can't see anything in the fort right now, so.
Well, Dan knows that there's two buildings in the middle that look better. Like someone of note lives in there.
Copy.
Because I don't know what you can see.
The middle houses in there is more pretty than the other buildings. Just you said they were made out of wood.
Everything is made out of wood.
You shouldn't have told me that.
The buildings are made of flammable.
All right, hold on. I need to go get a demon child that's wandering around upstairs.
All right. So that little brown, let's see if I can make this click again. That where my red circle is, that's supposed to be.
Yeah, those two buildings here were supposed to be more fancy,
Okay,
like better looking.
I'm going back over here. I can kind of see them now that I poked my. Also saw something. Well, I can still see him from here.
So I'm wondering, were you just obsessed with starting fire, or did you actually have the ability to start a fire?
Like, I'm assuming the ability is to start a fire.
Yeah.
And I'm sly, so I'll sneak up and set an orc on fire and run.
Yeah, I'm thinking like if I could probably fly up and drop stuff down from high above. You could potentially also just go in there and steal all that shit.
Stealing's a must. Setting things on fire has always been my ability.
Yeah, okay, so then I know my demons just wanna eat.
You just want to eat the remains, but leave the shine.
I can also eat the shinies.
Well, sounds like someone's in trouble.
You want a binky? You don't want it? That's your toy. Do you want the chocolate? Here you go. Chocolate. That's how you swindle children. Chocolate in a movie. All right.
I thought I heard something about a banky.
Yeah, she wants me to go get her stupid pacifier. So what is your guys' plan?
Can I actually see that heal, or is that supposed to be hidden?
See the what? If you can see the what, Ed?
Where the circle is, that guy.
I'm not seeing any circle. Which guy can you see?
The one just south here. I'll just move
Yeah.
on. Well, I don't want to move on top of him. The one just south of the gate.
The one closest to you?
Yes.
You can
Well, at least
hear.
I think
You can
close.
hear him. You know, it's just a bunch of dumb orcs talking and walking around. You know, grunting and snorting because they can't really breathe. But you could see the main building, the pretty building. You could see that.
Yeah, that's the one. That's that little upside down U shape.
Yeah.
Looks like a barricade from Space Invasion.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, is there any like good sized rocks around?
Yeah, I mean, it's where you're at is a bunch of like they've already started destroying the trees, so all the ground's being tore up. So there's some rocks and
Okay, I wanna see if I can find a good, a fairly heavy one.
like you're saying, like 50 pounds heavy. You
just gotta figure out how much 50 pounds is. Yeah, like something like as long as I can still fly with it.
You would have to roll an 8 fierce to see if you can pick it up and get this thing in the air.
Okay. I'll try that.
Hey, Ed, you gotta roll sly. Because I'm guessing he's gonna pick this up and try dropping it on someone. So.
Yeah, that's the plan.
I would roll sly to see if you. Actually, it'd be clever enough to get out of the way. To make sure he doesn't drop it on you. You were able to pick up the rock. I guess you don't have to roll it.
Okay.
So you start flapping your wings like.
Stop it! Stop it, buddy!
That's a good clever too.
Stop it! Stop it!
You were able to pick this big ass rock up like it's like a boulder. But you're just flapping.
Yeah.
Like they're hearing the flap, but they don't know where the flap's coming from. They might think it's
Just gonna get a good,
or you know,
like a good 100 feet in the air, like above someone, and just let go.
which one are you trying to drop it on?
I think this dude here.
The one right in the middle, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So you release the rock. It comes hurling down to the ground like a meteor. Hits this guy. Like, you know when you can hear something whistling? He kind of looks up,
Yeah.
doesn't really move, and he's like, what the hell is that? And it smokes him right in the face and impacts his head and smushes him to the ground.
My demon just like
Roll a D100.
cartoony. Okay.
High or low?
Uh, 56.
Okay, you're not. I was going to say you're not. You're enticed to eat it, but you don't. Like, I just smushed that. I don't know if I want to eat that. So you got one guy dead. Let's see.
Uh-oh, he DC. He's back.
Hello?
High or low?
Yeah. Oh, give me a second.
Go upstairs. Go get your binky. Go upstairs. Go get it.
Yeah, sorry, my Bluetooth headset disconnected from my phone, so I didn't hear what you said after you asked me to roll a D100.
You want to eat it, but not really because you just smushed it with a rock, so it's dirty.
Yeah, I'll come back for it later though.
So high or low? You guys.
High.
You agree with this high?
Sure.
So if it hits low, they notice that this guy got impacted. Only one that noticed was the guy that was behind the building. Just this guy. Just one guy. One guy noticed that this guy just got impacted by a giant ass rock.
Could I perhaps swoop down and eat his head without anyone noticing?
Depending on which way you came from.
Like,
Saying you came down from like right there.
yeah, something like it.
Are you trying to be sneaky about it, or are you just trying to be fierce and hurry up and swoop in, get it, and come back?
I mean, either I want to be very quick about it, like,
If you're trying to be
surprise.
speedy, roll a. It'd be Nate.
It's gonna
It's
be
dangerous. You gotta be Nate.
what? Okay, I want to be as quick as possible, like I can. So would that be quickness, or
Yeah,
what
it'd
would
be
it
quick.
be? Okay. 11.
Swoop down. He turns around just in time, and basically, when he turns around, his face goes straight into your mouth.
I just bite his head up and then head off, then fly away.
So the orcs heard the crunch. The orcs are now on alert. But as you were swooping
And then
down in between these buildings, you started noticing that like there's no villagers. There's no. It was like these orcs came in and took over the village.
Will still chewing on my head, on the head. I land besides the pygmy demon. I got 2 of them.
How far away can I set things on fire?
What's cone the cone of fire? What's the distance on that? 30 feet? All right, hold on. Girls trying.
Okay, I'll look it up while you're.
Hvis jeg overfører den 10'er til dig, du tog en 10'er derfra, så kan du godt hente nogle sodavand, ikke? Okay.
Sorry. So you came down, you were chewing on this head. Head, what do you think?
My target moved.
Do what?
The target I wanted to move. That's what I think. There is no cone of fire. Cone of cold is 60 feet.
60 feet. So from where you're at, you could light this building on fire.
I was looking at the orc.
I think the spell is named, I don't know, Burning Hands. I think that's what the spell is named. If it's a D&D spell.
Burning Hands is a 15-foot cold.
So 1. You can still hit this building. He's just out of the range.
Well, he wasn't before he moved.
Yeah, I know. Well, he started hearing shit. Because everyone's on alert now. He's dead. He's dead.
So I have to move, what, 2 blocks to get in range more?
1. Yeah, technically 2 blocks.
Pretty much right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to be sneaky and move in.
Roll your stealth. Or roll your
That'd
slide.
be D10s plus.
I was gonna say it was an 8 anyway, so you already beat it. If that was your roll, 11.
Yes.
So you were able to sneak in, undetected.
No, I want to set him on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's dangerous. You need to roll a 5 fierce
Final mail.
because he did not detect you. You light him on fire. Roll a 1d10. You see how much damage?
Figure.
He's on fire, so he's gonna. I'm going to. Actually, let's do this. High or low, Ed?
We'll go low. Damn it.
So you light him on fire, and he just takes off running, screaming.
Okay, that's entertaining.
Yeah, I smell burning meat and then I start salivating.
You said you're celebrating?
Not salivating.
All right. So that's going to catch the attention of the group. So what is you guys' plan of action now?
Relocate and sneak attack.
I'll try to find another rock.
So you're looking for another rock?
Yeah, just something heavy. It doesn't need to be able to kill anything, but just if I drop it from high enough, that it'll take the attention to there.
So you find another rock. You want to roll fierce to see if you pick it up?
Yeah, sure.
8 danger.
Just
8
got
on
an
the
8.
dot. You're able to pick
Is
this
there
thing
a-
up.
Is there a wall in front of me, or is that just one of the light things being?
So all the squares, those are all walls.
Well, I can't see in front of me. That's why.
I don't know what's going on with. Hold on, let me.
Should I be able to move forward 1 block?
Yeah. Reset fog. Yes. Why is that doing that? I'm gonna move you around because for some reason it is doing individual blocks in here.
And it's like kind of weird the way they're moved. It's almost like the fog is from something below it, like a different map. Because like the fog I'm looking at right now looks like I'm in a square room with a door open, looking down in a certain.
There's nothing underneath it. That's the sad part. I built these.
Yeah.
I built these lines by hand. Actually, hold on.
What the
let me
fuck?
Go down. Oh, what is going on here? That's why.
Hey, I can see.
For some reason, there's extra lines of dynamic lighting for some reason. Like in the forest, there's a bunch of lines like it's supposed to be. That was weird. All right.
Now this looks better. Now I can see.
All right. Who's going first?
I'm being sneaky.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Dan, you're coming up with a big rock.
Yeah.
Evie, come here.
Yeah, we got.
Jeez, but it's right here. All right. So, who are you gonna drop that on? Dan. Anyone?
I'm still here. And so is your kid.
Yeah, she don't feel. What? You want to go upstairs? Such a little turd. Where'd Dan go?
I don't know. He hasn't responded.
I think his Bluetooth went out again.
Maybe.
Come here real quick.
Wait,
Okay.
were we supposed to destroy the fort or just kill everybody?
Your goal is to stop them from destroying the fort. So destroying the fort, killing all the people, one or the other.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so what do you want to do? He's talking, but he's not coming through. This thing's highlighted. Alright, hold on. I'm going to open this thing up, see if he comes back.
Ah, that's loud! Sorry, Aaron.
He just got up for a minute.
Hey, Gabe-Bob?
Hold on, I gotta turn my sensitivity. Actually, I need to turn my push stop. What's up?
We're doing a one shot.
Oh, well, I'm still at work. I just figured I'd jump in.
Oh, you're at work?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I don't know. My microphone is. My headset is about to die.
Alright, so which one are you going to drop the rock on?
I was planning to drop the rock around here, so I either hit that orc in the head or
The one
the
that's running?
building.
This is the one that's running.
No, like this one.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
So, did you release it?
Yeah.
You released the rock, high or low?
Low.
The rock comes sailing down, smacks this guy in the face, impacts his face.
And I quickly try to fly away.
So none of these guys have bows, but they definitely just saw you drop a rock and kill another one of their friends.
So the guy on fire, can I see him or is he around?
Yeah, so now he's trying to put himself out. He's rolling around on the ground, so he's not paying attention to you.
Oh, don't set him on fire again.
So that's we'll say 7. 7 for fierce. What do we got? 7 on the dot. Light him on fire again. Roll your d10, see what it does. His skin is melting off his body, but he's yelling fuck and running away. He actually, you know what? He runs into, so it looks like a barn. He runs into the barn thinking he put himself out. Maybe there's water in there, and the barn sets ablaze. So now this building's on fire, and this guy is burning to death.
And the guy, down and to the left is like, what the fuck just happened?
These guys are all like, what the hell is going on here? He basically almost had the fire out before he,
Caught back on fire.
So this guy was the one that was watching him. I would say hi. All right, it's not a bad omen. He's like, well, that guy just he got too drunk. Shouldn't drink fire.
He broke his alcohol in his pocket. Caught fire again.
All right, so next plan of action. So Ed, where
I'm
you're
thinking.
standing, there's a door behind you. It's open but not shut, like it's cracked.
Okay.
Like if you
Oh,
look,
so I could like peek inside.
like you're looking around and like you could just touch it and it opens up the door.
Ooh, what's in here?
You open it up and it, like the floors are charred. It doesn't look like anyone's lived in here for years.
Oh, nothing shiny.
No. I mean, the shiniest thing is probably like a fork and a spoon.
Yes, but they're not my fork and spoon.
Yeah, they're silver.
Shiny. I'm greedy.
So you're stealing these
Yes.
items?
Yeah, they're shiny. They're fork and spoon, and they're silver. Hold on, I gotta reset my ice pack.
All right, so or Dan, what are you doing? Since you just flew off, you coming back down the land?
I'm actually not entirely sure yet. This guy that got a rock in his head, could I pick up his weapon?
He did have a sword, but
Yeah,
that is
could I
right
pick-
here in the middle of.
Oh, it's the guy that got a rock in his. The first guy I threw a rock in his
Yeah,
head.
because he would have been
like around here.
right here.
Okay.
If you you would have to roll a sly, and I would say it's 6 if you're on the ground.
Sure, I'll try. Ooh,
So out of the corner of this guy's eye, this guy out of the corner of his eye saw you, but you have his sword.
just grin at him, him my teeth, and then fly away.
So out of all this commotion and everything that's going on, a massive orc comes out of the main building, the one that looks nice and pretty. A massive orc with, it's a two-handed sword, but this thing is massive. It's got a skull for the pommel of the handle. It's like a Damascus steel. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yes.
I
So it's
don't.
almost like a flame bridge size then.
So the actual blade it's steel color, but it's got like blue designs throughout it. It gives you the feeling that it's magical when you're flying around. Ed, since you're inside that building, you don't see shit.
I see shiny.
I'll just. I'll stay in the air, out of sight.
All right. So what's the next course of action?
I'm out of shinies in the room.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna sneak out.
So you open up the door and you can see that no one's really around. But you do hear footsteps on the building, like across from you. Like you hear footsteps over here.
Okay. So I'll probably go over here to hide behind the corner. That'd be a sly, right?
Uh, I would say it would be sly, but you don't need to roll for that because there's no one that could see you. Ooh,
Oh,
actually, you would have to roll it a 7.
Roll a 7 or higher. Got it.
Yeah,
Nobody sees shit.
yeah. You were just a little blur walking across. The big captain kind of like rubs his eyes. Like,
Oh, but now I can kind of see the scary meathead over there.
yeah, you could see this guy, this giant, massive orc with the two-handed sword. So technically, there's a building on fire. And
With an orc that should be dead eventually.
yeah, he died. He set the building on fire and then trapped himself in. So you got a barn on fire next to the pretty building. Got a giant ass orc, and then there's 3 more orcs just hanging around. But every building that you've walked past have been stick huts. It's like where slaves would be hanging out at.
Okay.
But no slaves. So what are you guys gonna do? Anyone?
Well,
I'm thinking if I don't know, they'll probably see me, but I quickly swoop down towards someone's back and then stab them with the sword.
You're gonna roll. You gonna quickly do it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like.
Danger of 8 because there's 3 of them around.
Alright.
why can't we roll like this during
What
campaign?
the hell is going on? So you come down.
We're
What are you doing with this sword?
like I'm just stabbing it in his back.
Are you
aiming
gonna try to pull
for
it out, or
heart
are you
lungs.
trying to like stab him and like ram it, keep going?
I'm just gonna fly in, stab him, and then fly away again.
So you come down, and you stab this guy in the back, and blood just blurts out. But this guy and this guy are now back to back because they just watched a winged demon or a winged creature come down, use a sword, and just obliterate his friend.
Just give them a quick smile and then fly away again.
Yeah, because you're not in range for them to do anything to you. So when they're in this
But,
formation, they start waddling over to their guy.
Wait. Back them up a little.
Right here?
Yep, right to where they're in my range. I want to set them on fire.
Alright. Fierce of 8. Because you're going to have to expose yourself and they're going to see where you're at.
Ah,
Roll a D100. Give me a high or low call. Call out.
we'll go high.
So you shoot your fire and it lands at their feet. They see you. It's like, and then you hear one of them yell, "You little shit." This guy is now going to engage. What are you doing? And you got 1 point of danger.
Is there a door behind me to one of these two?
Both these buildings have a door basically right across from each other. You would have enough time to get in the door and then he wouldn't see you.
I'll go hide up in here.
And did you land, Dan?
No one just flew away and stayed up in the air.
So he comes down the hallway and he looks. The little shit's not there.
There's no windows in this hut, is there?
No, it's literally like it looks like a jail cell made out of sticks.
Now that he has his back exposed, could I fly down and do the same thing to him?
Quick of 7.
Ooh.
So you're gonna take another danger point. So you come flying down. He hears your wings. He turns around with his sword, smacks the sword out of your hand as you come crashing into this building, where Ed's at, and you go through the wall into his building.
Hey, wait, now there's a window, right?
Now there is a giant hole in the door. Actually, it's gonna be a wing-shaped window. This guy's like, what the hell is going on here? So he walks up, he pops his head through where he just flew in.
Could I set his hair on fire now?
His face popped through the hole, so you could just light us. It'd be more than his hair.
Yeah, we'll light his head on fire. And I'll probably have one of those really, like, you know how your 2-year-old gives you that really evil grin when you know something bad is about?
Yeah.
That's the look I give him.
All right, so he pops his head out. He sees you. Now roll. We'll go with a 7. Fierce. Because he's not expecting you to be in there. You got another point of danger. So you roll. So you shoot fire. And you just light the building on fire right in front of you. He didn't see you. But when he's looking through the fire, he sees you grinning. You guys are now in a building that is on fire.
It's okay, there's a door.
Yeah, let's get out of
I
here.
need another building to hide.
Yeah, let's sneak in there.
Roll a sly of 7. Both of you. Didn't see Ed. Didn't see you. But you hear the orc come down the street, open up that door across the way to look inside to see if there was anyone in there. And then you
Wait,
hear,
did he go in the door?
Yep.
I want to lock him in.
You try to shut the door on him?
Yes.
Sly of 7.
Ah,
So he's inside the building. You grab a hold of that doorknob. He hears you grab the doorknob, and you close the door on him. And you just hear him go, "You little shit!" But the door's closed. He's inside. You're outside. So you can move in the building or one step either direction.
back in the building.
Let's roll to see if he sees you shut the door. He did not see you shut the door. I'm just changing the way he's looking. But you could hear him outside. He's like, he's probably in this building. I'm going to open up this door.
Could I?
Which way does the door open?
Door opens in towards you. So when he
Okay, I
turns
wanna-
the doorknob, he's going to push it towards you.
Okay, so I'm gonna hide behind the door.
What are you going to do, Dan?
I wanna wait at the other side to eat his head once he goes in.
All right. roll. I'm trying to think, would that be sly for you? Trying to be sneak to bite his head off as he comes through the door?
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah,
All right,
could be.
sly of 7. So that's another point of danger. So, Ed, if you roll a 4, you're gonna get hurt on another danger point, and you need to roll higher than a 3. Dan,
Oh,
because you have 3 points of danger
what do I
now.
need to? Yeah. What do I need to roll?
No, he opens up the door and you go in. He steps in. You're trying to bite his head off. You miss his head and end up biting him in the shoulder, like you just clamp onto his shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess he's dual wielding. So one of his arms is going to be useless. Then
But what is it you wanted me to roll?
No, I'm just saying if you roll something dangerous again, saying you roll a 4 on your next roll that's dangerous, you're gonna get hurt.
Okay, got it.
Let's see, high or low?
High.
All right, hold on, be right back.
Uh-oh. That sounded like a kid.
So you open up, or you bit him. He swings and punches you in the face with basically the pommel of the other sword. So, Ed, what are you gonna do? You see these through the crack of the door. You see these two now tussling.
They're pretty close together, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set his boots on fire.
Okay.
Give him a hot
She
foot.
just ran upstairs, Jess. All right, so he's occupied with him. We'll say a fierce of 6. What? All right, so you light that building on fire now.
Time to leave.
So he's blocking the door.
Well, I think I'm gonna attempt to kill him with another bite.
Here's to dig your teeth in deeper.
Yeah, maybe go for the throat.
Fierce of 7.
Okay.
You bite in, hit your
Just-
teeth, cut his vein, and now he's gurgling, or you're gurgling his blood.
I keep eating him.
Now the building's on fire.
All right. I drag him out and then I keep eating him.
So when you guys step out of the building, you notice that it's actually abandoned. The fort. There is building smoldering. There's no one around as you walk around the fort. And then as you walk towards the front, you notice that there's actually... Oh, that's cool. You notice that there are orc war banners hanging up
Over here.
Yeah, over here on this side. There's war banners hanging up. So that means this fort has actually been abandoned. These orcs just took over. The mining, the destruction of land actually has stopped. You were sent in to do basically nothing. And that's
But you said this building was shiny, though, right?
it's pretty. It's like gothic looking.
I loot the corpse.
You loot the corpse.
I run inside to see if they're shiny, since it looks abandoned now. That means I get to be.
You run in and notice that there's 2 chests. You open up one of the chests, and there is 3 rubies and a sapphire.
You mean the chest is empty?
No, these chests actually have stuff in them. Like you walk in, you can see 2 chests in each corner. One here, one here. This chest had 3 rubies and a sapphire. So I'm guessing.
Like I said, they're empty.
Then you walk over to this one, and it's filled with like spoons and forks, like fancy ware.
Is there a bag?
No. I mean, there's a leather. You can put it in a leather bag.
Taking the spoons and forks.